Hello, my name is Giselle Baena, and today I will be presenting former MLB left-handed pitcher Jim Abbott. Jim Abbott is a Flint, Michigan native born in 1967. As you can see here on the right-hand side, Abbott was born with a congenital limb difference. A congenital limb difference is where an individual is born missing all or part of their limbs. In this case, Abbott was born without a right hand. His right arm ends where his wrist would be. From a young age, Abbott was interested in sports, so his parents tried to get him into a sport like soccer that did not require the use of his arms. However, growing up in a neighborhood where almost every kid was playing baseball, Abbott wanted to do just that. As he fell in love with the game of baseball, the journey to overcoming the challenges that came along with his disability began. The main component of the game of baseball is playing catch. Catching and throwing a ball with two hands is already a difficult process as it is. Many kids take years to get a hold of the mechanics that allow them to play catch, and for many of them, it is what causes them to never play the sport again. However, this did not stop Abbott. As a little kid, he spent countless hours trying to develop his hand-eye coordination. In fact, his parents expressed how you could always find Abbott in the backyard throwing a ball against their brick wall, trying to perfect the technique that would allow him to do with one hand what others do with two. Over the years, his parents wanted to try to help Abbott by getting him fitted for a prosthetic mechanical hand that was made of fiberglass and metal, which you can see here on the right-hand side. However, Abbott hated his prosthetic hand, or what he called the hook. As soon as he started school, he became very insecure about it because he would always get stared at, and some kids would even be too scared to approach him. To respect their son's wishes, Abbott's parents decided to get rid of his prosthetic hand. From this point on, his father began to teach him what he became known for, that is, the Abbott switch. At this point, he started to learn how to incorporate a glove when playing catch. Abbott had to go through plenty of trial and error when trying to balance his glove on the end of his right arm where his wrist would be. As he started to get the hang of balancing his glove on his right arm, Abbott then started to practice quickly switching it over to his left hand in order to catch the ball. Again, much of his practice came from throwing in his backyard against their brick wall. Therefore, as soon as he started to master the Abbott switch, he would challenge himself by moving closer and closer to the wall and forcing himself to react faster to the ball coming straight back to him. As Abbott grew older, many coaches thought the speed of the game was going to surpass his abilities. They did not think he would progress further than high school, and some college coaches did not even give him the time of day when it was time for college recruiting because they were unsure of him being able to succeed at the higher levels. Some teams he would play against even tried using his handicap against him by having their players bunt against him. This was more difficult for Abbott than a normal ground ball, as he would have to take more time to charge the ball and then have to deal with the transferring of his glove. Although this created some challenge for Abbott, once again he learned to find a way to overcome it and get the job done. Many times after these first incidents, if a batter bunted, you would find him throwing his glove on the ground and immediately charging the ball, so he did not have to deal with the Abbott switch. As he continuously proved his doubters wrong, more people began to take him seriously and realized his talent. He eventually got recruited by the University of Michigan, where he became the first baseball player ever to be named Big Ten Conference Player of the Year. However, Abbott's success did not end in Michigan. He then got selected by the California Angels as the 8th pick in the draft. After some time in the MLB, Abbott was then selected to be on the Olympic team, where he led the USA baseball team to a 5-3 victory over Japan. To put the Abbott switch into perspective and to fully understand what an amazing athlete Abbott was, I am now going to describe the reaction times in the game of baseball. Although the location and spin of the ball plays a role in the effectiveness of a pitch, velocity is certainly the most important component. An average pitcher in Major League Baseball consistently throws between 95 and 97 miles per hour. However, speeds can reach 100 miles per hour and faster. This means when a ball comes off the bat after a hit, it is coming just as fast, if not faster. In fact, the highest recorded exit velocity in Major League Baseball is 125.2 miles per hour. For those who are unaware of what exit velocity is, it is simply the speed of the ball after it is hit off the bat. When a ball is coming towards a player at this velocity, they have less than 1 second to react. Yes, 1 second. As the game of baseball advanced throughout the years and Major League Baseball became more competitive, sports researchers wanted to figure out exactly how fast these players needed to react to the ball, especially those like Abbott who were in the position of being a pitcher. Sports researchers found that when pitches are in the 90 to 100 mile per hour range, the time that a player has to react to the ball can be as quick as 0.38 seconds. With this said, Abbott was faced with an even greater challenge than the rest of the pitchers of his era because he had to deal with the extra step of switching his glove over to his left hand. To reach the highest level in baseball and to become one of the greatest pitchers to ever exist in Major League Baseball, especially with a disability like Abbott's, is the reason why I chose to do this presentation about him. He was not only a great athlete, but an inspiration to many, even to this day. Jim Abbott has proven that anything is possible if you truly put your mind to it. Thank you for listening.